Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for the Fox 12 Weather Podcast. This is episode 156. I'm meteorologist Katie Suniga, joined by our chief, which I have not seen in, 6 months, Mark Nelson.
It seems like it, doesn't it? Yeah, it's been a while. Happy to be here.
I don't think we've podcasted together since before the summer.
Really?
Wow.
That's not right.
I really don't. I don't think we did one together. We tried. Remember when you were at the AMS?
Oh, yeah, it was a disaster.
We had that disaster. That's the last time that we were together.
Wow, okay.
Wow.
Yeah. And then, of course, Peyton, meteorologist
Hello.
Peyton Major here with us as well. So you got the three of us today. Happy October 1st, everybody.
Yes.
And just on cue, it's raining.
Uh-huh.
It's
yes,
spooky
but it's
season.
yes,
I don't
not
know.
quite soaked season quite yet. It's actually been very light rain this morning. Although so far today we have as much precipitation as we did for the entire day yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
It's been pretty light and pretty off and on. So we're going to do a September wrap up and then an October outlook here for you, looking ahead at the month. I have a Katie's Climate Corner, thanks to an email from a viewer that got my brain going and on this tangent of data gathering. So I had to share that. We have our term of the week, and then, of course, some incredible viewer photos. We have had not just the weather ones, but the pet ones lately.
Oh, yeah,
have
some
been
good ones.
Incredible. Just incredible. So
Yes.
let's get this party started. I need to pull up my graphic here.
I'm having
I
control
haven't-
issues because I feel like I want to run it, but Katie's in control today, and I'm just having trouble let Katie and let go. Or let go and let Katie.
This is the very first time that I have controlled.
Yeah. I realized, Katie, I was setting up my little setup here at home. I think we're going to get in a different spot here soon. But I don't think I'd set this up, you're right, since like May or June.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And sometime I'll have to tell you, I figured out a way, because I know when you've run the graphics before, you've said, oh, I can't see you guys when I'm running the graphics. I
Mhm.
figured out a way how to cheat the system so I can see you guys and the graphics as I'm running it at the same time.
Is it like a dual?
They may have changed something because, I see it on the
No.
lower right now. I can
Yeah,
now
well,
see you.
I can't, when I'm in Riverside, our software here, I can't scroll through. So I separate the window that I'm sharing and I minimize it and I put it over the top. So
Oh,
it's the front window, but I can see you guys off to the side because the software is maximized.
oh.
So I
Interesting.
can actually,
It's
see
too early
your
for that.
beautiful faces. Not for me. I've been up for like
It
8
is.
hours.
Wow.
Here, Mark, this is where I'm at. Do you see what that is is it to the right of me? This
Yeah.
is a lightsaber.
Oh, nice.
So
Is
that's
that
where I'm
yours?
at.
It's not yours, is it?
No.
Didn't think so.
No. But it could be.
Yeah.
Okay,
What if it
let's get back
was?
on track here.
Oh, yeah.
September. So we had a slightly warmer September, but I feel like even though there's lots of red on there, this really had a lot to do with our overnight temperature.
It sure did. I mean, actually, there is a lot of red there.
There is, but it's
Very warm
so
September.
warm, like in the
Yeah.
60s, so much of the month.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
It was
lots of
super
warm
warm.
nights.
Yeah,
We should
so
make one of
it's-
these for Lowe's.
We do
We have one.
Yep.
Oh,
I
I don't
made
know if it's in the new, I don't know if it's been grayified,
I can do it.
I
a little
I
term.
feel like we can check into
Of
it. I
course you
feel
can.
like I started it, but it's there. I made it a while
Yeah.
ago, but it just hasn't been updated. And then, so we have here, Mark brought in
Yeah.
this
Second warmest on record. And I have a little post-it
Right.
note here.
Yeah, let's see what you got there.
I have
Aw.
well, I can't read it if I showed you.
Yeah.
It was second warmest at PDX. It was seventh warmest at Salem. So part of that is the urban heat island. 12th warmest at Astoria, 9th warmest at Eugene and Olympia. Those two spots don't really have any urban heating around them. And Pendleton, which if you've ever been to the Pendleton airport, you know there's no urban heating going on there. It's in the middle of wheat fields. It's the warmest since 1967 and the third warmest. So all around the region, It was a
Wow.
really warm September.
Really
Partly from the
warm.
lows, but it was just consistently warm. We had what two rain? Well, you'll see it coming up here. 2 rain events, really.
Basically. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say,
First
even though we
ones.
had some showers at the beginning and now at the end, I don't know. I don't really count hundredths of an inch as like a rainy day,
No.
personally,
Mm-mm.
for me
So you've really got 3 full weeks in there where it pretty much didn't rain.
at all.
I mean,
Yeah.
on 2 Sundays. Yeah.
The Sioux Sunday, which was kind of funny. I felt like that
Yeah.
third and fourth week were like copy paste
Yeah, it was.
Yeah.
Pretty similar.
because you look at the temperatures too, look
Mm-hmm.
how close they were. I think the only day that's really off is the 25th, like from there on. But both rainy on Sunday, similar temperatures Monday, super similar Tuesday, similar Wednesday.
Yeah, we had 2 east wind days at 16th and the 23rd there with the upper
Both
80s.
Tuesdays.
We tried for 90 each time, just didn't quite happen.
Yeah.
Came close.
So
Came
close.
close. So ending September a little warmer and a little drier than the 30-year, excuse me, average. And then for the last several years, looking back about 7, the last 4 have all been below average. 2023 came the closest at 1.25 inches. Other than that, it's been 1 inch or below for the last 4 years. And then we have 3 there, 19, 20, 21. Yes, Mark.
Is that how we do? I'm going to race. That's what we do in
Yeah,
our
yeah.
household. It's like, okay, if you want to talk. And then Peyton's
funny.
next, because sometimes we'll
I'm
even
gonna
have
give you-
first and second.
I'm going to give you the share bear.
Yeah,
That's funny.
September can be kind of tricky sometimes on the rainfall totals because, as we've seen recently, a lot of it can be convective where we get heavy showers in spots, but it doesn't pass over a certain spot, or the airport gets nailed, but most of the metro doesn't. And that was what happened this time, as we'll see. I got a few extra graphics in here that I threw in there.
Okay, there you go. So take it away.
Oh, dang, I did it wrong. You know what? This is not, okay, the numbers are correct. Wow, we're only 3 graphics in. We're already screwed something up here, folks. So the numbers are correct, but it should say 24-hour rain.
Oh, okay.
So this is what we had. Look, and only locations with 0.35 inch or more have been plotted. Look at those totals. I mean, look at those close to 1 inch. That whole Highway 47 corridor, Banks, all the way down to about McMinnville. Really soaking.
Yeah.
Look at most of the city of Portland has had less than 1/3 of an inch in the last 24 hours. But go to 72 hours. This one is all correct. Look at those numbers. I mean, basically, you have to go from the West Hills westward or kind of southwest to find any significant rain these last 3 days, or up into Clark County. All of central, eastern Multnomah County, Clackamas County, less than 1/3 of an inch so far. So we haven't had a soaking yet, central, for about half the metro. But look at those numbers. Look at all the inches, the 2.3, 2.2, 2.0. So
is it 2, 3, 4?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Up on Bald Peak area. Actually, just southwest of Bald Peak, kind of Yam Hill.
Yeah.
Carlton has been nailed. And that happened again this morning. I saw on the radar, you could see it just sitting there most of the morning. Now I got, the pavement's kind of wet. It's actually dry under the tree, I see. So.
So there it is. So that's our September.
Yeah.
All right. Let's look forward to October. So here we have just kind of it was a few weeks ago, but it was the most updated monthly outlook for October through NOAA, and it's showing that we're just basically the northwest corner of the state just slightly leaning above normal, just a little bit for being above average. So, I don't think that's a very strong chance. I think we could flip pretty easy on that one.
Right.
And then Mark's awesome time lapse.
Oh yeah.
Look at that.
Can't go wrong here.
Beautiful.
Yeah, I had to get would it be vertically stacked low? Maybe it is. Is that I don't know. There's a surface low too. So surface and upper level. So you can kind of see what's going on in general there. Yeah, you can see we've got a kind of a weak frontal system sitting over us right now. That's southwest and northeast oriented. Katie, you're gonna have to run the pointer because I can't point.
Okay.
So when I say something, you need to match it. Okay, that's going to be.
I feel like I'm back in college.
Yeah. I insist that you follow the. No, I'm just kidding. But anyway, so we kind of have this frontal system over us, and I talk. Oh no, I'm in control on this one. We're having a fight, folks, a Met fight. Now, then you can see the upper level low spinning out there, and actually, there's a you can't see it, but there's an ant crawling across my screen. All right, so it is interesting. This is a pattern. We can say this on a podcast. Don't get people alarmed. This is actually a pattern when we have an upper level low offshore, the southwesterly flow, and the convection behind the front. It's all offshore right now. This is when we can get water spouts or funnel clouds, especially in the fall when the water's still relatively warm. So there's no reason you couldn't see a water spout today along the north coast, a funnel cloud. Yeah. So there you go.
I saw that this morning when I was updating the forecast. I was like, I'm not going to say that because I don't want to freak people out.
Yeah, and it's such a slight chance. But this is a good opportunity for us to just say anytime we get this sort of setup, especially in the fall, sometimes in the spring too, this can give us a funnel cloud water spout, or if a water spout moves on shore or a funnel cloud touches down, then we get a NATO. So tornado. There we go. Let's see what we have next. Yeah. Oh yeah. So it is vertically stacked, which means this is up at 500 millibars. We're recording this midday. It's about 11 a.m. on Wednesday. And upper level low sitting offshore. It's not that deep of a low, but it's it's a little cool for early October, 540 decameter heights. So by Friday morning, it moves down. It kind of splits apart. All right, and this is part of the reason we don't have that much more rain coming. We were thinking we'd have significant, well, not counting the folks in Yamhill County and Western Washington County, they got more than they expected. But for most of us, has not been a huge rain producer these last 2 days. Now we're in the third day. And when we got splitting like this, it's like, well, stuff is kind of weak. But so this is Friday morning. So, 2 days from now, we still have maybe some showers around, but there's not a whole lot happening on Friday. So there just aren't many showers.
Do we look like Saturday might have a little
get in there?
Morning.
Oh, I'm on top of that. I think I am. So here's just the WRF GFS. This is the 1.33 kilometer. I'm sorry, it's 4 kilometer. I think that is from this morning's run through Friday afternoon. And if it's not blue or one of the darker colors like purple, it's at less than 0.2 of an inch of rain. So yeah,
how much?
Funny, it did nail the West Metro stuff pretty well. But
yeah,
also some good rain in Southeast Oregon if that's the case. Driest part of the state, South Central, Southeast, that'd be great for them down there. That's a significant amount of rain. So then what I have here is this is the ensemble average Euro. This is from the Euro. And this is Sunday morning. And we're kind of in this setup there where we have a trough kind of swinging by on Saturday, upper level trough kind of coming through Alberta there. And the leftovers drag through us Saturday morning. So the big question is, could we get showers on Saturday morning? Oh, wait, slow down. So Saturday morning. And yeah, that's a possibility. So I thought I saw our 7-day has just slight chance for a shower Saturday morning. Peyton, you probably put that in during your marathon shift yesterday.
I did.
Well, sorry, my fault.
No, it's okay. No, the high pressure comes in just for Friday. I think we'll see nice sunshine maybe in the afternoon after some fog, and then that trough just backs in for one day, and that's why I added, I think, just shower chance Saturday. It looks like just the morning.
Yeah, we'll see. Yeah.
So I actually changed Friday, all the updated stuff this morning. Friday actually looks partly cloud. It doesn't look like it's going to be clear.
Beautiful. Clear.
Graph isn't producing any rain.
I didn't look this morning yet.
It's not producing rain, but it did not look clear and sunny
partly cloudy.
Like what it probably did. It was more partly cloudy. Yep.
P cloudy, as opposed to
P
M cloudy.
P cloudy. But I did leave the shower chance for Saturday because it did look like.
Yeah, it probably should, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the upper level ridge kind of flops in over us. This is Monday night. This is the European average of 500 millibar height. So it's you're mixing out any some model members that have a little deeper to our southeast. That would also explain why we're getting more rain in Southeast Oregon, by the way, the last chart in this one. But then there's some disagreement. The general pattern is correct. Let's I think go on to the next one. Maybe this will explain it better. Okay, so this is, I had to go real slow. So this is from Monday night through how far? Through Friday. No, through Saturday. Oh no, Monday night through next Sunday. Okay, Monday night through next Sunday. Basically, Monday night all the way through the following Sunday. And in general, and this shows the anomaly, which shows upper level ridging wants to be just to our west, but that does allow an errant trough could drop in from the north. And sure enough, models are showing that maybe late Wednesday or Thursday of next week. And that's actually the pattern that we watch closely in the wintertime to see if cold air comes down from the north out of Canada. But of course, it's early October, so it doesn't matter. It's not going to snow. So I forget what I have next. So that's the general pattern. This tends to be a drier than normal pattern. And the other thing that happens is first when the upper level ridge, now that we're getting into the cooler season, heading towards the cool season, as an upper level ridge comes in overhead Sunday and Monday, we get easterly flow. And you can see the time goes from right, which is, what's the 5th? Sunday afternoon on the far right, all the way to Friday afternoon. Is that right? The 10th. Yeah, Friday afternoon. So the 2 periods of east wind there, Sunday and Monday. I did notice the WRF GFS tries to get us to 80 on Monday or Tuesday. We'll see.
Probably Tuesday.
Tuesday's the day. The east wind's kind of backing off. That's the 7th, right? Yeah, that could be just right. 70s. East wind starts, but then it backs off at the end of the day. That could be just perfect. Yeah, maybe we touch 80 one of those days. But
what's up with Tuesday this year?
Yeah, Tuesday is the big day. Watch, it'll snow on a Tuesday in November. And then you can see the trough dropping in from the north on the 9th. What's that, Thursday? Yeah, I got my calendar over here. On Thursday, you see the influx of moisture. That's low level moisture, and the flow comes in from the northwest. And right behind that trough dropping in, then you get another surge of easterly wind at the end of next week, Friday or Saturday. So I bet you the details will change when you have a trough coming in behind an upper level ridge out of Canada. Usually it'll depend on its location. If it's a little farther east, we stay dry. If it's a little farther west, I noticed like this morning's Euro has rain over us Thursday. So yeah, either way, it's drier than normal. We don't have a big westerly jet coming in for the next, let's say next week. Oh yeah, it's only the first. Next 10 days, we don't have a big westerly jet coming in. We don't see a beginning of the wet season.
Yeah.
Oh, and low dew points too. With the dry east wind, it'll be, dew points 30s, 40s.
Yeah.
GFS is drier. Yeah, GFS is drier than other runs here. This has really no rain for a 1 week period, Sunday to Sunday. We'll see. That was just one run. Okay, so it's time to bring out the 850 millibar chart for the cool season.
Yeah, here we go.
I got my ski pass. I'm ready to go. I just bought. I know. My son and I just bought a pair of skis because I'm so cheap. We're sharing a pair of skis that we just bought. Same boot size, thank God. So we're all ready to go. I don't want to get hurt because, I don't want to break a leg in December or anything, but it'll be fun. But Saturday, I've got the next 2 weekends highlighted. Those are the two, in yellow. Pass elevation, 850 millibar temp, about 0. That would bring you, if it comes down to 0, the atmosphere cools enough. That's about when you can get pass elevation snow. Clearly, there's no strong sign of pass elevation snow. That said, next Thursday, Friday, as that system comes through, that would definitely be, if there's precipitation, probably definitely be cool enough for first snow at Timberline, I think.
Yep.
And you can see how the operational run is the blue, so it's much cooler next Thursday. It's down to like +2. Whereas the average of all the ensembles is +10. So, yeah, so, slowly cooling down, but there's no sign. Every once in a while, we've had a winter, a cool season, where suddenly we get snow down to the government camp, like several inches in early to mid-October. Right now, I don't see that. So there's our 7-day forecast. I hope this is, whatever was on the web is what I grabbed.
That's the one I did.
Perfect.
Could you?
Some clouds.
I wasn't working this morning because, I was asleep. But Katie, was there any lightning offshore with the showers?
Yes.
There was.
Yep.
There was some last night too.
Mm-hmm.
But none inland. Was there any inland yesterday? No.
No,
lame.
Nothing that made it even to shore. It was all offshore.
Yeah, it's a warm ocean waters and better chance at night even, it seems like. Yeah. That's not true. I was thinking of a better chance in winter.
Yeah.
The coast has a better chance for lightning in the winter than in the summer here. I mean, that's like climatologically correct.
We'll see what happens this afternoon, but I'm not looking likely if the clouds stay like this. But
yeah, over us, you mean? Yeah, if it stays great, not.
We've had some peaks, so the showers came in at like 6:00, and then they dried up until just like around 8:30, and then another rain came in, and in between that, the sun came out.
Over the middle, Portland.
Yep, and over the valley, and we could see the sun in Salem, and then you can even see it at the seaside camera, and then the next round came in, and it clouded
I
back
see.
up. So, yeah. All
so
right.
Good stuff. Yeah, we have quite a bit of sunshine coming up, I think, but we got to get through the rest of the week first. So that's my outlook.
So speaking of 80-degree day in October, so October in Portland. Today we start the month in the low 70s. 71 is our high. Biggest jump, if I'm not mistaken, in a month for the high temperatures.
Either rise or fall.
Yeah, change.
Oh, you mean jump? Biggest change. Yeah.
Biggest change is what I'm trying to say, because we end the month at 58, and it's a pretty good jump in the rain. I didn't check that, but almost 2 inches.
Yeah.
That's a pretty big jump, I think, which we do have some graphics coming up that I do believe can do that. So that's kind of the basis of October. Rainy season often arrives later in the month. I had an email because we were looking at temperatures, and I said,
a nice email or a nasty email?
It was a nice email.
Oh, that's too bad because we need nasty emails for another segment. People keep asking for that. Okay.
Don't worry, I got those for you. They're on hold. This was a nice one. Somebody appreciated that when we had our last 80-degree day. I said this could be our last one. It's not impossible to have one in October, obviously, but it could likely be our last one. Especially at the time, because the 90-day outlook from NOAA had said that the next 3 months were leaning either equal chances to average or cooler. So I put it, not for those of you that are watching can't read this, but it says, why is it hard to reach 80 in October in Portland? And the main topics are the decrease in daylight hours, the lower sun angle, the increase in cloud cover and precipitation, the atmospheric pattern, as Mark was just talking about, that favors cooler air, and then just historical climate data. It's just not as easy to reach those temperatures for those 5 reasons. And then I pulled all the way back to 1940, or maybe it's a little before that. And if you look at this, it's either none, one, or maybe two for a vast majority
Right.
of the years going all the way
Mhm.
back. We just have a couple of years where we hit like 3 or 4, and then 2022 when we had 12.
That was a crazy, crazy month. It was like what we
Yeah.
just had in September, just continued till mid-October.
Yeah.
So it was just like, he just really appreciated, because he says that people fight with him all the time, that 80 is, we get 80 all the time in October and all that kind of stuff. And he was just like, he appreciated that I had the data to back it up, that it's not normal. It can happen, but it's not normal. And
So
then
Katie's Climate Corner is putting people in their place now. That's good.
80s in October.
Yeah.
80s in October, yep. So then I decided, well, let's have some fun and pull the records. And so
Mhm.
the top 4, which is 1, 2, and a place tied for 3rd, were in the 90s. And they were back in the 80s, and one in 1970. And then we drop into the 80s all the way until we get to, it goes back to like 30 places. So we have quite a few 80 records. But our warmest 80-degree day was in 1952. And I believe, is that one in October, the 22nd mark? Isn't that the latest in October we ever reached 80?
Oh, I bet it is.
That 87?
Gotta be.
You know what? I hope I didn't throw you off. Does this graph look slightly different than what you put in there? They're pretty close. Some of the 2022 ones weren't in there, so I did a copy paste. So it didn't throw you off. That's good. You're not saying, what is this? Okay, good.
Yeah. Okay, so there's that. And then I pulled, we're talking about, those reasons why it's harder. This is the average number of cloudy days per month from NOAA. And in October, it's, again, surprise, surprise, the biggest jump from
getting gray.
September's average is 8 and October's average is 12. So that's the biggest jump there. So that's why we have such a hard time getting into the 80s. We know it's possible. We've seen it, but it's just not that common.
Yeah, that was
not
good.
Working in its favor.
Not working in its favor. So I'm excited about this next one, Peyton. When you've said that, I was like, perfect.
It's literally perfect for today.
Perfect.
So it is the start of spooky season, but it's also the start of the water year. It's same old.
We need the rain. Our wells would run dry if we didn't have the rain. We don't live in Palm Springs. That's just me chiding everybody, like the viewers chide me when I say this stuff.
I know. It's funny because Anna was like, why does it start October 1st? And I was like, I'll get to it.
Oh, yeah.
Wet season begins, blah, 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 yada, yada. No. So, yeah, I can read this. Basically, it's also called the hydraulic year if you want to get all fancy. It's from October 1st all the way through September. So yesterday was our last day of the water year for 2025 in the northern hemisphere. I didn't know this. In southern hemisphere, it's 1st of July through 30th of June. Makes sense with the seasonal shift there. So here's our average monthly precipitation. You can see things start to spike in October, and that's why we say the rainy season starts in October. Usually a little later in the month, maybe like mid to late month. But that's obviously, representative here with our big average rainfall jump from 1.5 inches to 3.5.
But wait, Peyton, there's a problem. But it looks like you've got 2 different wet years in one calendar year. So what are we going to do about that?
We combine them. We just make
I'm just setting
wet
you up.
year sandwich.
Setting you up.
Yeah, do you have a slide for that or no?
Wait, isn't it the next slide? Wait, it's not in there. Uh-oh.
It's missing.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry, wait. Oh, you know what? It's missing. I didn't put it in there. That's my fault. I looked at, wait, can you back, I'm sitting here hitting the arrows. Can you back up? Okay, so you did put 2 slides in, but there's a third slide where they're basically October. It starts at, everything slides to the left. It starts at October, and so it's all into one water year. That just shows how it's all one water year. Yeah, it's at the very end of that scene. So I'm sorry. So I set you up to fail right there, Peyton.
And you're like, catch.
Yeah, and you're like, not there. Yeah, so basically, if you watch us on TV or on the app, of course, we show how just basically it all goes together. So if we start in October and call each one a water year, then they're going to be within 1 year. This is only in the Western USA, because in other parts of the USA, like Chicago or Washington, D.C., it's kind of even throughout the year. They'd be like, why would you need a water year? That's stupid. But if we were to just do calendar years here, when we look back in time, like in the dry West, if one winter was really dry, a drought year, but the other one was wet, it might look like an average year, but it really wasn't. Yeah. Sorry about that. Katie, I saw those two slides. I'm like, she got them both, but it's like, I didn't look closely. Oops.
I didn't know that there was a second part of that. Sorry.
Oh, that's okay. So that's okay. We have a wealth of weather information, and we've totally cleared it up.
Yes.
So this year we had 35.05 inches ending yesterday, and that's close to average.
It's like a little less than 2 inches below average.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, or not something like that. You just said what it is, so it is like that.
It's okay. I looked it up yesterday.
You're right. We had a really wet one back in 2016-17. That was when we had that wet and snowy winter. And then, 96, 97. We had the flooding in late 96. The second flooding we had in late 96, and then 97 was wet. And then, that was a big drought year in the West. 2000, 2001, big drought year. 23 inches. Yeah, that's where California, they were all sorts of restrictions, and we had drought issues here. So a lot of years it's within reason, but, comes and goes.
In 96, 97, my dad was the water superintendent for the city of Salem. And so that was, I just remember that year was something else for him, trying to deal with all that. And all the water systems around Salem. It was, I'll never forget.
And last year, you can see last year we got just short of 40 inches. So we were slightly above average.
So if you take the last 4 years, it's pretty relatively close to normal in Northwest Oregon. It comes and goes,
honestly, 2 inches seems like a lot, but we're not going to be incredibly concerned with that amount, because all it takes is a good soaking event, and we're back to reasonable, normal.
Like in Yamhill County right now.
Yeah. If it was like 5+ inches, then we'd be like, all right, well, this drought could extend into the fall, or maybe, I don't know.
I assume at some point we are due for like a really extremely wet or extremely dry. Just statistically, it's been 25 years since we've had a really bad water year. I assume that'll happen at some point. I thought it happened in 91, 92 as well, or somewhere in there.
Yeah.
It's bygones.
Was that all your data for the term of the week, Mark, for the water year?
I think we covered it, right? I think we mostly covered it. We only get to do that once a year. Did you do it on TV? Anybody?
Yeah, I did. I did yesterday.
Oh, wait, on every show? So that means if I do it, it'd be repetitive.
Well, not every show. I think I didn't even make it until the 6th. You could do it early.
I could use it 4 and 5.
Totally. Yeah. Use
Good,
it then.
okay. Because I feel if I don't talk about the water year, I woke up this morning and I thought, thank God today's the day. It was one day a year I get to talk about the water year. And if you just took that one little prize away from me.
Yeah, I can't take that away from you, Mark. Don't worry. You got it in the 4 and 5. I do want to mention, I mentioned drought. And drought is always the worst right now. If we're going to have the worst drought of the year, usually it's right now, because we just wrapped up dry season. So if you look at all the colors on the drought monitor every Thursday and you're freaking out, you don't need to. I think we'll be okay. Second, groundwater, usually not a concern until like the end of water season, or wet season rather. We'll see. Again, we're not like incredibly concerned because it's just about 2 inches below normal. So
if we were to have a very dry winter, then we have an issue.
Yeah,
since we kind of set the ground. If we had a pretty dryish fall and winter, then we would have already laid the groundwork for that. But maybe we have an extremely wet November coming up. Yeah.
Have we checked? I just realized I haven't checked in a while where we're at with La Nina watch. Have you guys checked?
La Nina still a week. La Nina seems to be developing slowly. Should we do that next week? I need to get my winter forecast together anyway. So let's get going on that. I've typically done it by mid-October.
When is the meeting?
Countdown.
Oh, the big OMSI winter weather meeting. That is on the 18th, 10 a.m.
October?
Open to the public. You got to pay for parking, unless you take transit. Yep. Always in October. Almost always October. 18th? October 18th, Saturday. Be there.
Phew.
Katie will be handing out pictures and autographs.
Nobody wants. All they want is yours and Andy's. They don't care about me.
That's true. They don't care about us.
And who else? Yeah, that could be. I don't know. All the groupies show up. That's fun. There's a lot of kids walking around at that one.
Who's that kid walking around? Anyway. Okay, your photo time.
Okay, here we go.
Oh, yeah. I haven't seen these.
There were a plethora of lenticular cloud pictures over the mountain. This one was
I
from
love them.
Camp Sherman. Yeah, I had just a billion of them to choose from, but I didn't want to overdo it. But we were driving and um, with my boys, and I pointed it out, and they're just fascinated with them now. And then I picked a sunset picture from Twin Rocks and Rockaway
Ooh,
Beach
neat.
from Kelly. I know, isn't that pretty? I tried to
Pretty.
pick like not just all mountain pictures or just all like ocean pictures. And that one I just thought was
It's
cool.
like kind of like a Rockaway hinge.
Yeah, she captured it
Mhm.
right in the
Right at
middle
the
there.
sweet spot.
Perfect.
And then look at that. Isn't that so pretty? So these
I
are
saw this. Yeah, so beautiful.
lenticular over Rainier.
Oh yeah, that's a big
And I thought,
blocky mountain.
I'm looking at the
yeah,
horse. I'm like, what? Oh, yeah,
I
this
know.
guy.
Yeah. And the horse, it's so funny. She put what type of horse and all that in there. It's definitely posing for the camera for sure.
Obviously, yes.
So I thought that was funny. So we always love to see your pictures, and we don't just use them on the podcast. We use them for the dog walk forecast. We use them for viewer photos during the newscasts. And then they've been pulling a ton of viewer pictures and showing them all throughout the morning on Good Day Oregon. So if you have any events or videos, everything like that, please, you can do it through the website. You can do it through the Fox 12 app or the Fox 12 weather app. And I know Mark likes to upload through the computer, but there are folks out
The old
there
folks.
Called out.
that take it to their phone. So
Wait,
turn your phone sideways.
yeah, we
so I
do
can
like
get a
sideways
picture
for TV.
like
Yep.
this,
too.
not
Yep.
like that, because it's easier and we can see more of the picture. So make
You
sure
remember?
instead of those.
I think an email came out in the last 2 months that says, "Stop telling people." It wasn't directed at me, or maybe it was. It went to everybody
Oh,
though. That said that just tell them to go to the app. Tell the viewers to go to the app, or what was the other way? Yeah, just pretty much the
the
app. We
Yeah,
like the app.
website.
yeah.
Or
I
the
guess.
website. But when I sit there and say, well, you just go to the website and go to community or whatever, and it's like they didn't want any
Oh,
of that.
you were
They don't
doing
want any of
that?
that BS from Mark. Yeah,
I didn't see that, so they must not have sent it to me because I don't say that.
they probably didn't want to hurt my feelings since I'm so sensitive.
That is funny.
That's funny. So there we go. That's kind of all I had
Yeah.
planned. I always like to end with our QR code for those that are watching.
Wait, hold it there. I got to try it to see if this really works because sometimes
it
they go to weird
does.
sites. Well, we're going to find out. Here we go.
Yeah.
Flow code.
Sites. It goes to
There it
Mark's
is.
page.
That's where it goes.
There you go. Yep.
There
Amazing.
we go. So
Yeah.
it works. Okay, good.
It
Good job there.
works. You get that. Especially, I just wanted to bring it up just because I think our app is valuable, but also with getting into the wet season, with getting into the winter where we have more active weather, just getting it before people are like, what's going on? And then they're trying to find the app. So having it there, having it loaded, getting our updates that we send throughout the day, those little 1-minute forecasts, I think those are pretty awesome.
I would say, and I don't tend to be a big like self-promotion sort of person, but our app and our weather site on our kptv.com has far more information than you find on other TV station websites. We put a lot of effort into that over the years. So I want to highlight that. We, as you just said, we have little 1-minute forecasts that we on the app. It'll be across the top of the app. We have those, and there should always be a current one. We've had meetings about it, so it's always going to be there. So that, and then we have a whole bunch of extra content in there, like the just kind of some random things: sea surface temps, the snow level forecast, cloud and rain forecast, and of course you have the usual app things. We manually update the 10-day and the 48-hour numbers and precip chances because we use that same info in our shows. So it's not just an untouched app. At some stations and some places you get these apps, like the Apple app. It's just automated. No one's touching it. So we're putting a lot of effort into that. And I didn't even mention, of course, all our podcasts from the past are there. When I do weather blog posts, more so in the cool season, but weather blog posts go there. And I guess the biggie is anytime we update the podcast, weather blog, or a new video, you get a push alert on your phone. Not obnoxious. It just says, typically we don't have it set so you hear anything. It's just a little beep. It's there. Hey, rain is coming in earlier than expected. We're tracking the showers. So that's just my we need to point out to people. It's not just like, it's just some boring weather app that's automated. There's quite a bit of info and we've put a lot of effort into it. And we would like you to see all that information.
Yes, and lightning, which is always good, especially if we get a couple storms. It'll tell you if there's lightning near you. And I always say, if you get that notification, you should probably go inside. So great tool.
That's it. Okay. Well, thank you so much, folks, for joining us. Of course, we love to keep you updated on air and on that Fox 12 Weather app. We hope you guys have a great start to October, and we'll see you next time.
And tell us, please tell us about